Well, good morning. It is Sunday, the last day of the season, last day of our trip. Well, ish. We don't leave till tomorrow, but it's our last opportunity. It's been quite a week this week. And we have, if you've been following this series, you'll know that we've had some ups and downs this week, and we're hoping that now we can.
A lot more downs than up. But either way. Experiences. How about that?
Yeah. So we're just hoping that today we can put it all together and seal the deal. So we're going to get on the trail here and get set up, and the plan is to be out there all day. So we think we got a good little spot that we're going to set up on. And we've been in. This is the same spot we've been in a couple times this week where we've seen the elk. So we're going to try and see if we can get in front of them today. Thought is that they're going to come up out of the bottom. Like they did that last time. So try and get up in front of them and
see what they're doing.
Get in position, and
hopefully nobody was in here yesterday messing with them, so that gave them yesterday to calm down.
Yeah.
And then we'll get in here and try to get on them, but
hopefully the bull's talking a little bit.
Yeah.
Because
the best option we had.
Yeah, because that
helps locate them.
Locate them. So we'll see what happens today. We're gonna load up and head on down the trail.
Yep. Let's go.
saw the elk. Where we heard the bull bugle. We know they're working this area. There's like 2 drainages here. Coming up off all those meadows that we walked the other morning, or afternoon, whatever that was, afternoon. And they're working the area. There's tons of sun. We know they're in here, and we've seen them in here. We've seen them up on this ridge line where we're at, off the side here. We've seen them in this other drainage going up into the other side where we first saw them. That first afternoon we saw them. So we're just we're just at a loss because we can't locate them because that bull doesn't want to respond. We've done some cow calling, ripped a couple bugles, but nothing. So it's we're just trying to figure out how to find them. Thought process this morning is our wind's not great, so we're kind of sitting still, waiting for the wind to change a little bit. But our thought is sit here for a little while, see if maybe we can hear them coming up out of the bottom to come up the bed. Like a half minute last night, it came up kind of late, but it was still pretty bright this morning when we got up. But so let's sit here, see if we can catch them moving. These trails, there's a bunch of game trails all up in here that heavily used, and we've seen a lot of signs. Like we found places, including where we're at, where they were moving last night. It looks like pretty fresh tracks, and we found some fresh scat. So we'll just sit here for a little bit, pick up, move to another spot, and sit and listen. That's all we can do right now is just sit, listen, move, sit, listen, move. Do a little calling here and there. So we'll see what happens. Hopefully we can locate them. We'll see. Might be time to move. Well, it has been an extremely uneventful morning. Like I told you earlier, we'd stopped that other spot, kind of check in and see if anything would be moving. We sat there for a while and didn't hear anything. So we got up and we walked down that ridge line that we walked down the other day. We heard the bull bugle, and then where we got into those cows. But and now we got a guy walking up through the woods. So we walked down on this big top. This big hilltop at Ridgeline. His finger goes down to the saddle, comes up on this top. and been sitting here for a while. I got this hunter walking up through this drainage, so I guess we're gonna have to move because ain't nothing coming up that drainage. Well, he hasn't seen anything either. Say saw a bull a while back. It may be the same bull we think we saw. We didn't get a good look at it, but we're pretty sure we saw a bull. But yeah, so this little drainage that we've been sitting is toast for now. Doesn't mean they wouldn't come back in here later, but not anytime soon. He headed up over the other side here. I think we're going to go back to where we saw some more of the sign. There's sign in here too, but we'll head back farther on this ridge, kind of where we came. See what we see. Right, Chris?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, still nothing. It's been a very, very quiet day in the woods. We, as you've been seeing, we just kind of worked all the way out this ridge line, crossing a few saddles and stuff, and worked all the way down to the end of it. And then kind of just slowly came back. We've been sitting here, sitting there. And we've been sitting at this one for probably 3 hours, 3.5 hours so far. It's just super quiet. This is where we cut a fresh set of tracks coming down the bankment this morning. So they moved through here sometime last night. We're hoping they're gonna come back up through here, or if they're on the backside, they're gonna want to come down in here. So, but a lot of my entertainment's been watching this bee protect its I don't know, food or whatever, but it's already killed like 3 flies and a honeybee, or a little yellow jacket. So that's been my entertainment for today. And yeah, it's been super, super dead. We got almost 3 hours left until the end of shoot time. Trying to get it done. But, I mean, there's nothing else to do when they're not wanting to talk, they're not wanting to bugle, they're not wanting to do anything to get a solid location on them. So you turn it into a little whitetail hunt, and you just sit there and do stands and watch trails and crossing areas in hopes that they're gonna come by. That's basically what we've been doing today. Just aimlessly walking through the woods, hoping to bump into them. I mean, there's nothing else really to do. And this does work. I mean, it just, like everything else, some of it comes down to luck and hoping they come by at the right time, right place, right time. That's what it's all about. So, but yeah, that's the update for what's going on.
Well, it's almost last light, and we're going to do the long, long walk of despair.
Walk of shame.
Yeah, the walk of shame and despair. It's alright.
Slowest day we've had.
This has been
We haven't
ridiculous.
seen a animal.
No.
Even the birds weren't even going off today.
It was super quiet. It was crazy how quiet it was today. But, yeah. We'll see you guys back at the truck. We're gonna walk on out of here. See what happens. Maybe the last few minutes of light we have here, we can sneak on something, but not looking good.
Nope. Well, that is the end of our Oregon 2021 archery over-the-counter hunt. I appreciate it. I want to start off with saying I appreciate it if you've watched all of the episodes and stuck through it, especially this last one, because it was slow.
It was painful.
It was painfully slow. So just as painful it was for you to watch, it was painful
for us to do.
to do it.
Right.
But it was a good week overall. We keep going back and saying, you know, based on last year, it was way better than last year. I mean,
I think so.
All we asked for is the opportunity, and we were given opportunities. We were given an opportunity on a bear. We were given a couple opportunities on some bucks. Unfortunately, you saw what happened with that. And we were given a pretty solid opportunity on some elk.
Yeah, just no shots.
I mean, it's just no shots, which is the name of the game, especially if you've ever archery elk hunted.
We had elk in bow range.
Oh, yeah.
But just not a shot.
Yeah.
And I had that first day we got into elk, I had that one she was probably 40 yards and broadside, but I had nothing but brush between me and her.
Yeah. And I had one at 50, same thing, just brush. And then, I don't know if we'll say it's me making a sidestep because I had one come up and circle around me, and she turned around and started walking away, so I tried to sidestep to get a better angle on her, and they saw me sidestep and busted out of there. But
it was a fun week, though.
It was a good week.
It was
fun
good having your brother were here for the week with us, and it was nice because we had 2 shooters, 1 cameraman, which made things a lot nicer than just he and I passing it back and forth. So that was kind of nice, and it's like we always say, it's like get out here, just have the experience. Like, sure, are we frustrated with that we weren't able to close the deal and put meat in the cooler? Yeah, but at the end of the day, like this is just another experience that we get to add to the list of experiences we've had, and I'm pleased with how the week went. I had a lot of fun.
Yeah, no, it was a good time. Wouldn't have changed it for anything. Now back to reality.
Yeah, but stick around because we got a lot more content coming. By now, hopefully, you've watched our Weekend Warrior series where we're, with all the whitetail hunting and mule deer hunting that we'll be doing, and so check all that out because that should be a lot of fun. We'll be heading back to Arizona again for. Well, by the time you see this, we'll have already been in Arizona cruise deer hunting again, because last year was the first year we had done that, and we had a lot of fun. If you haven't seen that series, go back and watch that. So we're looking forward to going back and doing that again. So that series will be coming soon as well. Anyway, hey, thanks for following along as always, guys. Hit that subscribe button. Tell all your friends and family. Go buy a hat, buy a sweatshirt, buy a sticker or something, because this trip was a lot of gas.
Gas
we need
is
some
expensive.
gas money.
Gas is expensive.
Thanks.